So I was asked to do some fashion frame tutorials, so today is part 1. So we're going to start with Ash, just because I play Ash a lot more. I like the Kogake skin a little bit better just because it has a lot more textures and it has a lot of detail. So I prefer that for the body. Now I do have the Carabid helmet, but I want to show you without using Tenogens kind of what would be cool on him. So, you know, you could use your plat. So I want to make his priority bit, like the bit that there's a lot more of. I want to make that really dark so that it brings out all that cool metallic material that we're about to try to mess with. Yeah, all this stuff right here. So I accidentally clicked on the knee pads. So we're just gonna change those to a color and mess with them later. Now, as you see, this knee pad color, this knee color and metallic color is very different from the hood. So we want to make that a color that will match. As you see, it's very, very bright red there, very, very dark red there. So we want to try to find like a darker color for this. That actually turned me off from making that a bright color. And as you see, it looks really weird so far on the little man. So we're gonna go back to our big guy. I want to change his like really thin bits to be really brightly colored white, and then I'm gonna go back to his like priority section, and I'm gonna turn that to a dark red, just because we want it to contrast with that black. Now we do want to throw in some color, but we don't want to throw it in there. So we're gonna go into the submissive. Now the submissive, all you gotta do is make it contrast. You don't have to use the colors that I'm using, but green and red very, very much contrast. So I think they look really cool together, and it kind of gives it like a Spawn look. So we're gonna move to the Targus stuff. This kind of look will also work with like the wolf pads, and it will work with some of the Kuva armors as well. So what I'm doing is I'm making the priority bit very dark so that we can make the very light and thin bits very light to really make it pop, and make it pop off of our armor, but also make it look good. Just finishing up some touches here. So skipping ahead here to where we're choosing an ephemera, if we choose something that has a lot of effect to it, we're going to lose a lot of that detail. So, whereas if we choose something with too little of effect, we're not going to see much. So we're going to choose the Stalker Smoke, and that's just going to give it that Spawn look that I was talking about earlier. We're going to move on to a Syndana, and we're going to look for something that isn't going to be too huge. There's like a Spawny type cape. There's some, if you want to really like give him that ninja look. I prefer to kind of make him look like a hunter from Destiny, so we're going to go with that. Now to make that cape really pop off him, we need to make the, again, priority bit very dark, and then start using these accents with him and make those kind of match his colors. Now you're going to notice that that's a little brighter than our priority mid section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto his main section and just make it like one shade brighter. Yeah, and that's going to match a lot better. Now with Tenogens, I'm going to throw the Batman helmet on him. Everybody kind of knows this as the Batman helmet. Because with this helmet you can kind of make him look like this. And without further ado, let's take a look at the finished product. Alright, so let's get to work on Avara. I don't really play this frame very often, so I only really have one look that I've played with. Now, it's between the Kuva armor, the Kuvail, and the deluxe skin. So I'm going to use the deluxe skin for the body, and then for the helmet, I like to use the Kuvail helmet. You could also use the deluxe skin if you like, the deluxe skin helmet if you like, but I like to mix the Kuvail, just because it gives it more of a hooded look, but it also gives her more of like a soldier look. Now, I gotta change her animation to the Necros animation that makes her stand up, and it actually makes her puff her shoulders up, so that that helmet looks less like a freaking stingray. So, I'm gonna go in and make her look very Kuva-esque. So we're gonna kind of use the same colors as last time, but we're going to change it up just a bit. So we're gonna go with like a darker red here, because that is going to make it pop not only on the metallic cloth but also on the Kuva helmet. And then I could make her all red, but then the helmet wouldn't really fit in. So I'm gonna make that part really dark, and that part's going to match the helmet. So now we want the metallic bits in the middle. See how the metallic bit on the brim of the helmet? Now they have changed to, now once again, match the metallic bits on the armor. My energy emissives here. You can absolutely do this with other colors. So feel free to play around with contrasts and play around with different colors. So as you see, she kind of looks like a Power Ranger villain with like that kind of color and that kind of color. You know, what's great about this color scheme is it really can work with any color. So just play around with your color table, Google the color wheel, and play around with different contrasts by going with one color and then going to the opposite end of the color wheel. But we're gonna go with my favorite colors, so we're gonna go with red. And lately I've been using green as my energy color, just bright tealish green, just because it looks really, really good with that bright red. So I'm just gonna make this match. Now I want to do something a little different with her armor, because her armor is two-sided. Notice she has, like, you know, brightly colored cloth bits on one side and Gundam-y, like, metallic bits on the other side. For the chest piece, I'm just playing around with different Kuva bits to kind of match the helmet, but you know how it is. I'm going to end up with the Targus. I think this would really look good with the wolf armor, but I don't own it. So when I own it, I'll post something in my Discord. Now again, we're gonna do something a little different here, because again, she is two-sided. We're gonna have one side be the Provoc shoulder, and that's gonna be that Dark Hunter side. So now we gotta complete the look. So I am gonna throw the Jatuk mantle on to really match that helmet and give it a cool Grineer Hunter look. So now that we've made our Grineer Hunter Avara, let's take a look at the finished product. If you like this video and you want to see more, you can come watch me at twitch.tv/thehands22. Also, if you want to post your own fashion frame, please click the Discord link that'll be in the description of this video and in my panels on Twitch. See you guys later.